going on, everybody? Now, if you saw the link from the Instagram, I appreciate you. If you're for YouTube for the first time or the second time or the third time, welcome back. It's been a minute. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a breakdown as to what happened, on my thoughts and my experience from the media day for the Bermuda Cricket Board for the T20 or for the ICC T20 World Cup qualifier that is in Argentina. So I think they're down there right now. At least when video's done, they'll already be down there. They may have played their first game by now. I don't know the dates. I know it was between the 15th of February and the 25th of February. So that's when this video is out. You get me? Cool. So, shout out to Ray Jan, shout out to Bermuda Cricket Board, shout out to Dion, because I think he was the organizer from the content creation standpoint, and then Ray Jan was the producer for the entire, or at least the organizer and the producer for the event itself. So they organized the media day, they organized these shots. So shout out to you guys for sure. So Ray Jan hit me up on a Monday. What she needed was Instagram's reel size or TikTok size video, as well as some complimentary shots that they can use for the social media. So I'm like, all right, ain't no pressure, man. You know, it's cool. Sports is right up my alley anyway, so I try to take advantage of that opportunity to see if I could grow in certain areas and see what areas that I am still good at, right? So fast forward to the weekend. That weekend, I head up there, and to be honest, I just shot a party the night before, so I'm not on E, but I'm pretty tight. I ain't gonna hold you. It was myself, Dion, and then Mr. Photogenic that were the content creators there, as well as Akil Simmons. You know, he's the photographer. Akil's the photographer, Dion's the main videographer, and then myself and Mr. Photogenic are more for the complimentary pieces for the social media that Bermuda Cricket Board wants to use. Ain't no problem. So first thing I do is hit up Dion and Mr. Photogenic and say, okay, what shots are you guys getting? Because I'm not trying to step on your toes. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to get the same shots that you're getting. And then obviously the content that we create individually will all go together for the whole marketing plan that Ray Jan had in mind. So my thing was, all right, I'm gonna do behind the scenes. Now Ray Jan did behind the scenes as well, but I think it was for the Bermuda Cricket Board socials strictly, so it wasn't really edited content or anything like that. So I was like, all right, so I can do behind the scenes as well, and then obviously I'm editing shots and putting music in there and, you know, do my thing. So they go to the queue and they take their portraits, their headshots, and then they go to Dion and they were doing some action shots, I want to say, celebration shots. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can get behind the scenes shots of those two content creators shooting the athletes, and then from there get shots of the facial expressions of the athletes, right? So my foundation, the background of it is always thinking from the aspect of being a fly on the wall. I'm trying to catch those experiences that you wouldn't even think that I would catch. That's the intent, at least when it comes to shooting behind the scenes content in that environment. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll do that. But for a 1 minute video, obviously you don't really need too much. But my mindset is you gotta get as much as you can because you don't know what you're gonna use it for. So I made sure I got at least some shots of each athlete getting the photo taken, as well as the video taken, as well as shots when a couple of athletes were performing, or well, not performing, but they were acting. They weren't even acting. They were interacting with Mr. Photogenic. Cool. Shoot went fine. It was cool. I went on my way. When I came to editing it, I'm like, all right, how do I structure the edit? Because obviously it's a minute, no more than 90 seconds. Especially when you saw the Instagram promo, I'm spending at least 15-20 seconds talking anyway, so it can't really be too long. So what mentally, how am I going into the edit? Especially weeding out all the footage that I don't really need. So what I did was I organized it in 20-second increments. For a minute video, I organized it in 20-second increments and have like different segments for each 20 seconds. So for 20 seconds, I'll focus on the jerseys. And then for 20 seconds, I will focus on the BTS between Dion and Akil. And then the 20 seconds will be the interactions between all of the athletes and the team itself. So you're getting little bits and pieces of everybody that was there. You're pretty much trying to jam pack a 3-hour shoot into a minute, which It's not that hard, really. But it gets to a standpoint of you want to make sure that you're capturing the entire event so that you felt like you were there, or you feel like you didn't miss too much. Well, I got enough content for the jerseys. I got enough content of the team, and I got enough content of the BTS, and then from there it was basically edited into the music that I wanted to use. The music I went through a few songs, but I wanted to go for a vibe that I didn't want to shoot a song that everybody knew. I didn't want to edit to a song that everybody knew. I didn't want to edit to a song that was cliche per se, but I did want to have that same vibe. So I found a couple tracks that fit that environment, or I found a couple tracks that I thought would fit that environment, and it came out how it came out. It took me a couple of days to edit. The longest part was sifting. That's the most irritating part as far as I'm concerned. And then from there, it just got to a point of getting it done and finishing it off, and then knocking it out, because I had other projects to work on. Yeah, shout out to Regine again. Shout out to Dion for at least putting my name forward for the opportunity. I didn't know how I was going to use the content. I didn't know at the time how I was going to organize the content. It was just an opportunity to get better, and I took advantage of the opportunity, and I'm glad I did it, for sure. This made me think, this may be some, I'm speaking too soon for all of that. But otherwise than that, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys for your support. The Instagram, I don't really post too much on Instagram as of late, except for I keep my Instagram active, but I'm not as active on Instagram, if you get what I'm saying. But the new thing is on the Twitter. I've been having fun on the Twitter. I got a Photo Fridays challenge that I challenge myself with every week. Check that out. Yeah, and then if you want to participate in that, have some fun with it, and I see you guys on the other side. Peace.